die saving you. So please eat me, okay? Bruh. I think he's in his kid form, like at this state, and she's kind of just like leaning over to be like, eat me, okay? And so the panel looks crazy. That's why that's the that's why this is funny because the panel here looks insane. Cause it looks like she's okay, I'm not gonna yeah. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, it really does feel like we're reaching the end here. Oh no, no. I've been hearing like I've been hearing talks about a Chainsaw Man Part 3 happening. I don't know how accurate that is, but I'm reading through 2018 right now, chapter 2018 of Chainsaw Man, and it does feel like the end. I've already read. Did I just read 2019 this morning? I think I read 2019 this morning, and I'm just reading through 2018 again. Yeah, man, it feels like Fujimoto is wrapping up. That's what it feels like. I could be wrong. I don't know how would a part 3 even work. Well, I guess there's more. There's still some characters that are kind of still around, right? Um, Control Devil, the little girl, she's still around. And I definitely jumped some chapters in the past, so there's a lot that I missed. But from what I've seen from the Control Devil, shoot, I liked her. That little girl was a interesting character, and watching Denji like kind of take care of her, and he had to go to school and be Chainsaw Man. That was interesting, but the interesting thing is now. First of all, thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I guess now I'm just talking about what I like, and things I'm interested in, and that's kind of like manga and anime now. I mean, I've always been interested. This has always been my stuff. I just decided to record it and talk about it as someone who's just like a casual reader. Um, but yeah, these are the videos I make now. I'm an artist. I have a webcomic called Wayne the Warrior Ultimate on Webtoons, on Webtoon Canvas. So episode 2 is out right now. I'm working on episode 3. So hey, please go check it out and follow my webcomic. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow my webcomic. Yeah. Dang it, man. I should have kept talking before I gave this intro. Now I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, it feels like we're reaching the end. I'm rereading 2018 and 2019 of Chainsaw Man right now. And it's just kind of the War Devil. The War Devil still wants her holy war, Um, it's funny, her plan, and this just occurred to me, it's pretty much like what Madara's plan was in the war arc of Naruto, but like flipped upside down. So Madara and Obito's plan was to put everyone in this kind of slumber to where there's like this eternal peace, put them under the Mangenkyo Sharingan, right? But here, the War Devil wants like eternal war. Like she wants war all the time. Where nobody dies. I could not even imagine. Well, I mean, I guess you could imagine a world like that, right? When I was a kid, I used to think to myself like about heaven and everything. Um, and this was like when I wasn't Christian, when I was kind of just questioning God. But I used to think to myself like, man, I used to say to myself, man, I couldn't even imagine a world where everyone's happy and joyful all the time, the, because, the concept of yin and yang and bad things happen on earth, good things happen on earth, and the balance between the two making things interesting. I always just thought about it like that. But I guess that's just beyond our understanding. Like we're just human beings in this world, right? And so this is the only life we know, this regular life. We couldn't imagine a life where everything and everyone around us is good all the time, or the opposite, like everything's bad, the idea of hell, right? Everything's bad, everyone's burning around you all the time. It's constant war, constant strife, constant struggle, you know. And yeah, so to sit here, yeah, the war devil is definitely a problem, man. If she gets what she wants, obviously she's not going to, but and it's like, she's just like, and these panels right here, look, wait, oh wait, no, this is, I gotta go to the next chapter, I think. Let me go to 2019. There's this part where the war devil just gets upset, bro. She just has like a little hissy fit right now. Yeah, right here. This is when Chainsaw Man, I think, like cuts up the Death Devil, and she just like gets upset. She says, "How dare you eat my older sister?" It's 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 just kind of a reminder of like the little kid she is, you know. It's the weirdest thing. It's like, why did Fujimoto make her like that, you know? She's the war devil, but she's just a baby. She just whines when she doesn't get what she wants, you know? Don't swallow her, Chainsaw Man. I'm trying not to say pause, but I'm trying not to say pause. Bruh, did y'all, bro, bruh, was this on chapter 18? Wait, was this in chapter 18? Hey, don't, hold on. Let me, how do I go back? How do I go back? Okay. Look. I'm gonna read this right now. Hold on. I gotta read this. I'm gonna read this page right here. So this is Asa speaking to Denji right now. I accepted it, even if it all worked out somehow, and I could go back to a normal life. I wouldn't be able to sleep anymore. Yo, when she said that, that hit me in my chest. But I'm not gonna lie. That made me feel so bad for her. I've done a ton of things that make me want to scream when I remember them. I killed a bunch of people, and now that I remember how my dad died, I can never forgive myself. Oh man. Yeah, not to mention that situation with her mom killing her dad. But I don't want my life to end while I'm tripping and falling. Hold on, I'm reaching my limit. I'm reaching my limit on my camera. I want to go out doing I want to go out doing do oh yeah, there was a typo here with them on their side. The right thing. You saved me, so I want to die saving you. So please eat me, okay? Bruh. And it's just look the panel here when she tells Denji to eat him just looks weird because I think he's in his kid form, like at this state, and she's kind of just like leaning over to be like, eat me, okay? And so the panel looks crazy. That's why that's the that's why this is funny because the panel here looks insane. Cause it looks like she's okay, I'm not gonna yeah. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, this is sad, man. Even reading these panels now, I'm trying to make light of it, but yeah, so the situation is Asa's mom kills her father. And you kind of understand it. It's wrong that she did that, obviously. I'm not defending it, but she mentions like several things, like her mom speaking to Asa. Like, there's a flashback where she's telling Asa, you know, you know, he was abusive. The father was abusive. I think they had financial issues as well, and to top those things, the Asa's father was cheating on her mom, and the mom knew, and so keep that all in mind when she decides to do this, because when she kills him, beforehand there's a devil that attacked the dad, and I think he like cut his leg off, and so he was bleeding out. And Asa's mom tells Asa, "Hey, go into the city, go get help, go." And Asa goes to get help. She comes back, and there's blood on the rock. There's blood on the rock right next to the dad's head, and there's like a little splat of blood on the mom's face when she turns, and immediately you can tell. The look on Asa's face, she's like, oh, something just happened here. And so I guess even when she was a kid, Asa was kind of always this. Asa's pretty smart. She's pretty smart from what I see, and it just seems like even as a kid, she kind of picked up on things like pretty quick. And the mom knew this, and so they were sleeping. There was a flashback of them sleeping, and she tells Asa the situation, which is interesting to tell a child all of that stuff. But yeah, she tells them the financial situation, the financial state that they're in. Her husband was cheating on her. Asa's dad was cheating on her, and it's sad. It's unfortunate. But now we're also. Let me hurry up because I don't want this to like run out of space or something. But I came and run out of space. But I really loved that we just finished the Reze arc movie, right? We just got through that, and I really feel like Reze was the only person that related to Denji in a way. But now we see here that Asa and Denji are kind of like the same. They're kind of similar. Um, you see here in this chapter 2018 that Denji shares with Asa, hey, I killed my dad. You know, and the context behind that is that Asa was explaining to Denji that she tripped and fell on purpose when she was going to get people to help her dad because she kind of wanted him to die because her father was abusive to her. And so in a way, she kind of helped kill her dad, I guess, if you want to think about it like that. And so Denji and I love this panel where Denji's kind of like thinking and he's just like, oh yeah, yeah, I killed my pops though. I killed my pops. Yeah, so hey. Okay, we're back. We ran out of space, so I had to clear up some stuff. So we're good now. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to say though. I really just want to say these past 3 chapters that I read, 2017, 2018, 2019, bro, I'm liking it, man. I mean, Chainsaw Man has always been weird. It's always been weird and just out of its mind, but it always finds a way to find like these human moments. And I really just love these moments between Asa and Denji, and just how Denji's just kind of like he's still figuring things out, it seems, but he just seems like he doesn't hold any grudges. Even after everything that's happened to him, everything that's been done to him, he just seems like he's just fine, bro. He's just all right. Like, if he's still trying to figure himself out in the world that he's in, but he's fine where he's at. I mean, well, not fine where he's at. There's always room for growth. I think he still has ways to go about, responsibility, being Chainsaw Man, being a hero. And I think that concept is mentioned a little bit, back with the Fire Devil. When the Fire Devil was talking to him about the responsibility that he has as Chainsaw Man. And I hope they dive back into that, but it does feel like this is ending, so I don't know all these little webs that they still have that haven't been concluded. It's interesting how Fujimoto is gonna like tie this stuff all in, or if he is even going to do this, or maybe we really will have Chainsaw Man Part 3, which I'm down for. I like Chainsaw Man. I like where this is. I like where this is at right now. But I really, I do. I really want to see like Denji grow into a hero. Like the idea of responsibility and stuff. Also Uncle Ben. Spider-Man with great power comes great responsibility type of thing. I would like to see that in Chainsaw Man. But honestly, I feel like if things got bad to the point where like I don't know, the War Devil got what she wanted, and it's just constant war. Everyone can't die. It's just war all the time. Even in that world, I feel like Denji would fit in that world as well. Like it's crazy because he's Denji by himself. He's already kind of like this unhinged person. And I guess him and Asa, they're two peas in a pod when it comes to that. They're both kind of crazy a little bit in a way, and you even have that panel. I forgot which chapter where they're both just laughing and kind of bonding over the fact that they both killed their parents. Man, this Chainsaw Man is so weird, bro. Oh my gosh, man. That panel was so like I was reading it and my face was just kind of like, you know, when you squint at the when it's one of those, man. I Chainsaw Man is so weird, bro. But it is this stuff is so interesting and it's almost part two is so much of a slow burn. I guess Chainsaw Man Part One was a slow burn too, but Chainsaw Man Part Two even more so. It just feels like we're just now starting to get into that relationship, deeper into the relationship that Asa and Denji have. The connection that they have with one another. Um, and I really like the Death Devil. By the way, she reminds me of Pain from Naruto for some reason. I like her, man. And um, in one of these chapters, she even mentions that she's glad that uh, the War Devil saves her. Her sister saves her because she gets to go to like homecoming or something. I forgot what it was, but I passed over those chapters too. I'm gonna start reading these chapters more consistently and not just like skim. But it really seems like devils and humans can coexist. I know that um, it does seem like there's always conflict and stuff, but in a way, maybe that's what Fujimoto is trying to show us. Because human beings are already like that. There's bad people in this manga as well. There's bad people in Chainsaw Man, not just devils. There's good devils. There's bad devils. There's good humans. There's bad humans. Right? And who knows? Maybe the Death Devil will be one of those good devils. I don't know. I like her. I like her character design. I like her vibe. Super chill. Super like gloomy kind of. I like her, man. But anyways, man, I'm just rambling, bro. Like I say, follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. I'll see you around, man. I'll see you around. Oh, there's this manga that I've been reading too lately. It's been really three because if I want to talk about them on the channel, I feel like I just want to limit it. And to be honest, like even without the YouTube channel, I don't want to like pile up manga to read. Like I have web comics that I'm reading as well, and I just don't want to pile everything up. So I really just chose three that I really like, that really just gravitate me towards it that I want to talk about on this channel. One is Chainsaw Man. One is Boruto. Um, and another reason why it's Boruto is because I love that it's monthly chapters, so I have time to like, you know, make the videos I want to make before a Boruto chapter comes out, so I can talk about it. And am I saying? I hope I don't butcher the name. I might butcher the name. Ka Bro, nah. Let me look this up right now. Hang on. Kaga. Hold on. It's a good read. It's a good read. I'm almost up to date on it. Is it Kagurabuchi or something? Let me check the main page. Cause I have it saved on my phone, but not on my desktop. Hang on. Kagurabachi, that's what it's called. Yeah. Yeah, I'm enjoying that one right now for sure, man. I'm gonna talk about that one probably as well on the channel here. But yo, appreciate y'all, man. Peace.